What's up, y'all? This is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. Many men need to get out of the fantasy land. Get out of the fantasy land. Now, I know some people be like, Rom, you always saying something to the men. That's because I'm about building up men. If a man build himself up, the women fall in line. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. But one of the things I've been seeing, even on some recent videos, a lot of men are in a fantasy world, fantasy land, have false beliefs, quite frankly, about women and the nature of women. A whole lot of men are just totally clueless. And then act like they know what it takes to get a woman. Or actually just, not even just get a woman, just how women really interact and everything, and just the reality of, well, you know what, it's a fancy on damn near everything with regards to women, including like what type of women they can actually get. Like they're not realistic about where they really stand with women, or they feel like, hey, I want this type of woman, I can get her, which is a fantasy. I'll use a common example. So many guys want those upper tier attractive women, right? Now they'll say they can get a 6, a 7, which is still above average, but they want the 8, 9s, and 10s, which, okay, I understand. But can they get that woman? Can they really get that type of woman? First of all, it's not that many around. Because if you talk about like true dimes, women really up there, you're talking about 1% of the population. And quite frankly, you're not going to be around them. Like some guys that talk about like IG women and stuff. That's like the lower tier and shit, really. You know, and how many guys have met those women? And when I say like women like that, consensusly beautiful, like let's use it like this, like the majority of people who would look at that woman and say, okay, she's gorgeous, she's a dime, which honestly, that number system, I'll use it for reference, but it's kind of whack. But majority of people, like I say, like consensusly, like they can, if they start IG or TikTok or whatever on social media, they'll get a large following of men. A large following. Not just some average following, a few guys here and there, but a large following. And all they doing is whatever. Like you got some women like that. You know? All they do, they don't even like be showing a lot of stuff. They can be dressed in regular clothes and got a ton of followers. Okay. Are they on, that's the minimum level. And then you talk about stuff like beauty contests or even a popular model or something. And then at the highest level, unless you in that true 1%, just forget it. And when I say 1%, 0.1%, that's a whole other level. Especially if you talk about like the women on like with those royal bloodlines or something. Yeah, that gets a little deeper. But a lot of guys that want that, fantasize about it, okay, but think they can really get it. You're in a fantasy, especially if you haven't done anything to put yourself just even in a position to meet them. You fantasizing, you know? Or they'll meet some decent women, but, you know, they comparing the woman to that icon, you know, that fantasy woman. And ain't no woman gonna measure up to that. But realistically, they need to stay where they at. And that's just on one level. Shoot, that's just a level everybody can relate to. Like another fantasy thing, which is prevalent, is how a woman's supposed to behave. They want a woman to behave a certain way, which is a fantasy. Hell, even when they're talking about traditional women and stuff, you know, want to be happy housewife and all of that. That's always been a fantasy. Like, you know, my day we called it that Ozzie and Harriet thing. You know, the man go and work and then, you know, the woman got the pearls on and all of that shit. You know, just happy housewife, happy to raise the child and all of that. It wasn't like that then. Shit. Because some guys, even some guys who might have thought they had that, they needed to double back home No, seriously, there was, if they had a paternity testing back in when people think there was, like a lot of men think there was some golden age in how women behave, they would have found out something. Hell, it's actually a norm that, you know, something happens, somebody be like in their 40s or 50s, and something happened, they found out that person wasn't their father. There was always some stuff. It just wasn't the devices to shine light on stuff just wasn't there. Now, let me be clear. Yet another fantasy is that there's just good women and bad women. That's actually a fantasy. Like, oh no, all of them are bad, and then all these are good. Every single human being is good or bad. It depends on who they dealing with. It depends on who they around. Every single human being. Every single human being. Every single human being. There are no exceptions. You're going to be around somebody and they're going to think, oh yeah, this is a good person. And then you around some other people and they're going to think you bad. Because, in all honesty, some people you're going to treat well. Some people going to treat like shit. You're still the same person. For one simple reason. You're human. Everybody is human. In fact, this dude who was a definite select guy, definitely getting women in my inner circle. He said it best. A lot of men out here forget to treat women like they just human. You know what? Seriously. No, that's something to think about. They're just human. They're going to make mistakes. You know what? A lot of them might have that bad boy in their background. Okay? Oh, and I'm going to give you some game with that. But they might have that bad boy. They might have cheated. You know? They might have been the side piece. Now, I don't mean they ain't a good person. That was the circumstances. People learn and grow. Some stick in it, some learn and grow. Right? In fact, I'm going to tell you some game that I was given when I was a freshman in college, because I told you, I was hanging out with the seniors and grad students. And actually expanded that the next year when I really started hanging out with the ball players. And even before that, they were still cool with me. I used to crack them up. But one of the things one of them told me, because they were talking, they said, you know, it's not a bad thing for a woman to get dogged. It's not a bad thing at all to deal with a woman who's been dogged. Now, some deep people be like, no, I ain't going to save her heel. I say, no. It's not a bad thing, because if she learned the lesson, she appreciates a good guy. If she learned the lesson. Now, because women are human, some don't learn the lesson. Leave them alone. But I've seen that. Then get off of that whole alpha fucks, beta bucks, all that bullshit. Everybody go through some shit. You know? And it depends on when you meet them and everything. But if you just realistic, it's like, okay, they're just human. You're human. Shit. Everybody got to learn and grow. Nobody knows some shit out here. A lot of people need to get off that fantasy and all of that. You got to deal with the reality out here. Reality of who you're going to meet, where you're going to meet them, if they would even find you attractive. You got to be real with some shit. You got to be real. You got to have some reality with some shit. And the reality is, shit, women going to have different agendas. It depends on the woman. You're going to get some gold diggers out there. But you're also going to get some other stuff. You're going to get some beautiful women who, because of some stuff in their background, they got trouble connecting with people. They'll stay to themselves, be introverted. Also, some very beautiful women, because like a fancy is, oh, okay, she real beautiful, she an airhead. Shit, I met some PhDs and shit who drop dead gorgeous. I met some PhDs. Like, they would be considered upper tier. Maybe not a dime. In fact, that whole 10 thing, we can say dime in general, but no one's perfect. That's why I say, yeah, that's one reason I say that number system kind of whack. No one's perfect. Most somebody can get is a consensus with some folks, you know. And in fact, I'm gonna say, hey, hold up, let me hit y'all with something, because y'all know how I flow on here. Anybody who thinks some type of woman is perfect, or even saying, oh, she a dime, that's fucked up in the sense that you putting that woman on a pedestal. You saying she perfect. Seriously, I want y'all to think about that. And it just really hit me to really like talk about that. I just got moved to talk about that. If you up there saying, oh, she a dime, why you putting her on a pedestal of being a goddess? She ain't no damn goddess. She fart like you do. She bleeds. She probably did at least one fucked up thing. Hell, she probably wouldn't look like a goddess if you seen how she was sucking that motherfucker's dick. Shit. And she probably did something. Yeah, even if she a good girl. She probably did something fucked up that she rather not share. And she probably treated somebody in a fucked up way. You know? So let's get off of that. I mean, yeah, I might still say the word dime because, you know, people have a general idea what it means. But shit, she still got a personality and everything. And she's still human. She's still human. She a person. She got shit she, you know, she's made some mistakes. She did some good shit in her life. Did some fucked up shit in her life. Like all of us. And if you say you haven't, you ain't did nothing fucked up, you ain't going outside. You ain't living. You're not living. That's another fantasy and shit. In fact, you know how I flow. Some dudes be trying to act like, oh, I'm just so good. I'm so good. That's why some women don't want to fuck with you. Because you ain't human with the shit. Because they going to say, oh, no, he ain't that good. He ain't that good. Who he fooling? I remember somebody, it was on my Deep Thought channel. Somebody said he called me a Sigma male. And he said, yeah, you got all these. I said, hold up. I don't go in for that alpha, beta, sigma shit. Even when I talk select and non-select, that's a diagnostic tool. I don't be out in the street saying, oh, I'm select. I just say I'm a man. That's it. That's it. You know? Some people gonna be real cool with me. Some people gonna have some problems. I had a commenter one time. I blocked them, of course. They called me straight up evil. You know, some racist dude. I don't know. I think I was triggering him. You know? It was triggering him. An educated black man's a nightmare or something over here. But here's the thing, though, right? You're just human. You're just living. You know, just deal with reality. Deal with reality, because that's all you can really do. You know, when a man is dealing with a woman, you know what? She probably got, when you meet her and shit, oh, she might have that bad boy in there. In fact, like I said, one of the earliest games I learned is that ain't a bad thing. She'll appreciate a good dude. And when I say good dude, of course, generally good. You probably got some dark side shit to him. We all do. We all got that shadow. Shout out all the metaphysicians out there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But they're still human. And I'm going to reiterate again. We got to stop collectively putting some women on some pedestal saying she a dime. Because I'm seeing what the issue is with that. You putting that woman on some pedestal like she a goddess, and then you got some guys out here that want to worship her like a goddess. That's why some guys are tricking, think they doing all right, tricking and paying and shit, worshiping at her altar and shit. And then you get some women who think they at that level or close, expecting you to pay for them, expecting you to worship them. All for a smelly gash? Shit. Because fuck it, you giving her something too. Hell, you bringing her pleasure. Not only that, you not only bringing her pleasure with your instrument, with your tool. Hell, you slip up, bust one in her shoe. She can be taken care of for at least 18 years if she get a baby. She get a basic need satisfied. If you don't want to take care of it, she can get the government to take care of it. I mean, it's like, wait a minute. Shit, your seed is viable. So why you putting that woman on a pedestal? All she is pretty. Just to impress somebody? Shit. You see a pretty woman or something, or beautiful, or even you think she a diamond beautiful, she's still human. So get off of that. But I'm gonna tell you what though, with that fantasy thing, men need to start being realistic. And really, I made y'all on some deep shit. A big reason to simply be realistic is not to get played by some women. Because you do got some women, they'll play right into the fantasy. That's what sex workers do. That's what strippers do. Shit, that's what acceptable hoes do. Shout out Pimp guy here just before I started recording. He hit me up about something. He used the term acceptable hoes. But that's how men get played, though. Seriously, a lot of guys, because I'll talk about game, but if you really listen to me, I'll talk about some defensive stuff. One of the things is, if you got fantasies about women and their behavior, a smart woman will play right into it, and she wants something from you. In fact, she'll study your ass. She'll study your ass and give you what she think you want. Hell, you'll probably tell her. Wait, so some men are, they up there broadcasting everything. Yeah, I make this much money. I got all this. And so the woman will she'll sit back and she'll just sit back, look at you. And like if she follow you on even on social media, she'll sit back and say, okay, what do he be talking about? Oh, okay. All right, so what do you got to offer? All right, let me tell him what. And remember what I said yesterday, women don't have to be emotionally attached to have sex with a man. Shit, a lot of them, it could be business. They'll fake it. Shit, women can even fake it like they're sucking your dick. No, seriously. You might think they doing something. They ain't really doing anything. They'll try to, they don't give a shit about you, but they know, hey, they get some money out of it. Yeah. You get some women who really slick with it, they know how to make you come quick. Like some women who's sincere about you, she'll want you, she'll be like, she'll be like, want you to be a long time, because she really wants you what you bringing. But some other women, they be like, yeah, he come quick, that's all right. Let me just put up with this for 2 minutes. They be looking at the ceiling and everything. They be up looking at the ceiling and all of that, doing their grocery list. And then they moan at the appropriate times and everything. And the guy think he doing something, but she playing to his fantasy. See, it's defensive just being realistic about who you dealing with. Just being realistic. Get out the fantasy. Get out that number system too. Dudes be like, want some super attractive woman and shit. Okay, but is she going to do the other stuff you need her to do? That's the key. Now, if she's super attractive, but she's in cooperation to your operation, she good in bed, she a real asset, okay. But a lot of guys caught up into the fantasy of it, and the women be tearing them up. But they think they look good to their boys, but she playing the fantasy. And some of them get real good at it. I be... please. And I've had some women players tell me straight up. They told me straight up. I've tried to get one in particular. That was like, she was one of my earliest followers because I knew her before I even got on YouTube. And I was trying to get her to do a video with me just to let y'all know. Because she know how to break it down. She had seduction to an art form and getting shit out of men. Getting money out of men. She had that shit down to an art form. I said, okay, I respect the game. Me and her were cool because I said, I ain't going to pay for you. You fine, but I ain't paying shit. So we cool. So I ain't never hit it or anything. Because I said, I ain't going to pay for it. So be her cool. But she let me know the otherwise. Because that's one thing real quick. When you get women like that, all you have to do to be cool with them is let them know you don't give a fuck about their pussy. Punch it. Seriously, act like, you know what, you can be cool with them, but you can take their pussy or leave it. Then they get cool with you. Because then they'll find somebody else to milk. Some guy putting them on a pedestal and stuff. And this one, I'm going to tell you what, I don't know if she still watches my stuff. I don't know if she still watches. But she know how to fix up to like a mug. She know how to fix her shit up, and she could play it. I mean, it was beautiful. It was like some serious game. It'd be scary if she get online and start really telling some women some game. But she played to the fantasy. She was like, I remember we just casually talking. She said, yeah, I talk about how much you should drink with that man, how you should laugh, touch him every now and then. And I was sitting there like, okay. But what does she do? She knows how to play perfectly to the fantasy. But if you realistic about a woman, and realize, hey, she fart like everybody else. She ain't no damn goddess or something like that. And let's be real quick. Y'all know a lot of y'all see her like that. Y'all know it because y'all be worshiping that dime, worshiping that icon. But if you you deal with them straight, they can't get you because they playing to the fantasy. But if you're not looking for the fantasy, or you can't be moved by the fantasy, they can't do anything to you. They can't do a fucking thing. Because you just be like, in fact, I've gotten on some women's nerves too. Because they be saying something and then I'll just casually ask them something. And it's like, damn, Ron. But they respected the shit. They respect it because I always say respect is better than love. Respect is better than, I'd rather have a woman respect me than whatever. And unless some woman got some like a cape hanging on her pussy, fairy dust come up, or unless she, and you know what, she would have to have documented proof that somehow her pussy made a man $1 million. Like and a woman can. You got some women, they support a man, right? Yeah, they can. But a particular woman, if you say, well, hold up, I need you to do this, this, and this, I'd be like, okay, show me how many men have become millionaires after dealing with you. That's all, seriously. They just got better. I want to see that. I want some proof. Show me the guys and shit. I want some testimony from them. If they say, yeah, we did, I'll be like, oh, okay. This business then. Y'all ain't even worried. You know what? That get on some level I don't even think y'all ready for. That's a whole different level. Whole different level. So don't ask about it or me to teach or do a video on it. You know? Because some dudes got to get to a point. Some dudes still struggling with basics just talking to a woman. But anyway, get off the fantasy shit. You know? Get off the fantasy. Just deal with the reality. You know? If you deal with them, if you're realistic in how you deal with them, they can't do shit. And you good to go. You are good to go. You know? Take them off that pedestal. I mean, yeah, they look good right now, but shit. One, like I said the other day, like these women, they just so good with that makeup and shit. Is that what you want? You know? And then you don't know her character, because that's the thing. That's the thing you gotta be concerned with. What's her character? What is her character? You know? What's her character and everything? And she could be good or bad. In fact, a woman, if you get to really know a woman, because, you know, I still remember this one woman. We were working together. If she see this, she know it too. I remember I was training her at this one job. Oh, and we just like boom, boom, boom. I mean, I think she heard some stuff about me to begin with. So she was just uncooperative. And I remember that day too. I looked at her and I said, you know, we're going to be the best of friends, right? Oh, it pissed her off some more. Like, I remember we had a Christmas party, right? We had a Christmas party. She made a show out of giving everybody a tight hug. She came up to me and she was like, and I just said, okay. I just laughed. I said, I guess I stuck with what I said, because when we were working, I would still deal with it, but I kept it totally professional. Totally professional. But gradually, she started really seeing who I was and everything. And then all of a sudden, this woman who, initially, I could say, oh, no, she bad, she terrible. Oh, she had my back like a champ. Like, give me back rubs and all of that. You know, real cool. Right? I mean, I had a girlfriend at the time, so we didn't really go further, but there was an opening. But even then, she actually became a true friend. You know? And what did I do? I didn't call up, oh, she a bitch and all of that. I just said she human. I said that's a circumstance. Just treat them, just remember they're just human. You know, and if you've had negative experiences and stuff, then that's still on you. That's still on you, because even with that young lady, I had to say, you know what, because the thing with me, people people don't know if I'm in a supervisory position, I can be tough as shit. So, that's the whole thing, man. That's the whole thing. But just human. I ain't have no fantasy about her or whatever. Whenever I meet somebody, I don't care what they look like. I was like, okay, yeah, she look good. She got that thing going. Let me see what's in her head. In fact, there's a lot of women. When I met them, I ain't always had I just had me forward. I ain't had my best foot forward. This older player told me that. He said, Rom, you be initiating them and stuff. I've met a lot of women. They didn't think shit of me when they first met me. They were like, nah, he got this attitude, he this, he that. And then they get to know me, they be cool as shit. Because I just be human about the shit, man. Just be human. I ain't say, look, I ain't putting them on some pedestal and then show my best foot forward to the goddess. Like, fuck that shit. She fought like I do. She might fight better than I do, too. I remember I was on a date with this one woman, man. She gave a fight. I was like, God damn. She did that shit in rhythm. It was like, I said, baby, you might need to go to the bathroom. Yeah, not bathroom. Bathroom. But and that's another thing too. Let me give y'all some powerful game. When you take a woman off that pedestal, or you don't look at her like an icon or compare her to an icon, just let her be free to be who she gonna be without judgment, she'll respond to you. Like that situation I talked about, and even many more. Like I said, there's been plenty of women, they meet me and they say, well, I thought you were this or that. I'm saying, okay. But the thing was, they started noticing. I just let them be who they gonna be. I didn't judge them. I ain't say anything. If I had a problem with them, I just kind of kept back. I ain't gave them space. I ain't even think in terms of like, oh, I'm gonna get with them. I was just realistic. I ain't have a fantasy, because that's yet another thing. A guy will meet a woman, and she doesn't match the fantasy after a while, and then he mad, he pissed. It's like, no, she right there. And women do the same thing. Because I remember I met one woman, and she was trying to actually change me into all this other stuff. End up cursing her out. But then, well, we still hooked up. We still had that lustful attraction. But I never forget what she said later on. She said, you know what, Ron, I was wrong. I ain't need to mess with you. I ain't need to try to like change your personality. And I told her, I said, you needed to get to know me, see what was there. But get the fantasy out. It's just in life, man. You can't go through life. You got to deal with people as they are. And if they good for you, hey, that's cool. But if they bad for you, you see what they are and you keep your distance. That's it. And you don't say, well, they got to change or something. No, they who they are. If they're going to change this, do it on their own. So, anyway, though. But the thing is, men got to get out of that. Coming up, I always said women were in that fantasy land, but what I'm seeing more and more, women, they already had a pragmatic side, but I'm seeing more and more, too many men are getting caught up in a fantasy. Men have to be realistic out here. Let women and children get caught up in the fantasy. Let them have the milk and cookies. A man got to be realistic, but unfortunately, a lot of men aren't being realistic. They too so caught up in a fantasy, and it hurts them on so many levels. All right? And that, that's my trademark. I'm just going to be real. I'm just going to be real with some shit. All right? So anyway, that's it for today. I got to go in here and get some vittles. I'll talk to y'all. Peace and blessings.